Today I'm going to be showing you my 2014 makeup favorites of the year. And since I started my YouTube channel in 2014, it will be more like a collective favorite. Not just the items I found in 2014, but stuff I love to use. So let me get started so this video won't be super long. If I don't mention a certain category in my favorites, it's because I don't have a favorite in that category. And most of them I'll try to do drugstore and high-end, but if I don't have a favorite at the drugstore or high-end, I just have one favorite, then I'll just mention that one favorite. So let's get started. My favorite BB cream / tinted moisturizer at the drugstore is this Physicians Formula Organic Wear, and I have it in light to natural. I do have a review on this. It's very liquidy and just evens out my skin tone and it doesn't have too much coverage, but I really like to use it, and I have dry skin, so it moistens my skin and my skin looks dewy, so I do really like this. If I want more coverage that day, I love to just dust powder or mineral foundation over it. For my favorite foundation at the drugstore, I have the Neutrogena Healthy Skin, and my shade is Nude 40. I actually really like it. It makes my skin moist and it looks natural. So this is more for, I would say it would be more for dry skin, and it makes my skin look dewy, and yeah. So I really like this for the drugstore. And for my high-end, I picked the Bare Minerals Mineral Foundation. I used to use this a long time ago. It's probably my first foundation I ever bought, and I stopped using it. I was experimenting with different foundations, and I realized that how much I love this once I busted it out again. So I've been using it almost all year. It's on special occasions as well. So you can build it up to more full coverage, or you can dust it on for light coverage. So for my favorite concealer, it would be the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And not to brag or anything, but I don't get too much spots on my face, so I don't really need a heavy concealer to conceal. I just need it more for the under eye, and this has been so great. It keeps my under eye moist and it's easy to use, so this would be my favorite concealer. A concealer highlighter seems to be a new category in recent times, and my favorite concealer highlighter would be the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. The packaging's already kind of like wearing off, but it gives a great highlight on the face without looking it too shimmery or glowy. So it's very subtle and I really like it. For my favorite bronzer, I have this Smashbox Bronze Lights Matte Bronzer, and my shade is in Deep Tan. And the thing is, I hit pan on this and then I accidentally dropped it, so it's like smudged. But I have very yellow pigmentation on my face, on my skin generally. So this is kind of, I would say, a slightly more orangey than the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's really smooth to apply and just looks great on my skin. So that's why I picked this. So for kind of a more shimmery all over the face bronzer, I really like the Lorac Tantalizer. I got this, I want to say 2 years ago, and it's baked, so I've used it a lot and it barely, I still have a lot of product left. So it would be really good just to get the sample size, the travel deluxe size, instead of getting the full size if you want to try it out. And I believe it's only $7 at Ulta. It's actually all these colors swirled in there, and I feel like in the summer or spring when I want to look more tan, it looks great to just dust it on where the sun would normally hit, and it gives this kind of I was out in the sun today kind of face. So yeah, I really like this. For cream bronzers, I've only happened to try one this year, and I happen to really like it, and it's the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer, and the shade I have is in Rich Bronze, and it's very it comes like this, and you can open it up. You can see all the stipples because I just used my small stipple brush in there from Real Techniques, in case you were wondering. And then it comes with a mirror and a sponge, which I don't use the sponge, but yeah, using a brush to apply this makes it really easy and smooth to apply, and I happen to really like this, especially in the summertime. So yeah. My favorite blush at the drugstore will be the Physicians Formula Happy Booster blushes, and this one is in rose, and it's like all these colors mixed together, and it's just so pretty. Let me swatch it for you. So it looks like this. It looks like this on my finger. It's very pretty, and it has this natural glow. When you open it up, it has a mirror and a little brush thing that you can tie. I didn't use, but I have a few colors of these, and I've loved all of them, and they last really well. So this would be my favorite drugstore blush. And for my favorite high-end blush, it would be a tie. For the most of the year, my favorite high-end blush was the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, and the color I have here is oh my. Well, I had no idea it did this, but I dropped it, and it's actually magnetic, so you can just pull it out if you wanted to. And look, I had no idea. Discover something new. Ah! Okay, I'm back, and then the blush is in okay condition. So the color I have is an Empowered, and it looks like this. Oops, I'm not meaning to flip you off there. And it's very pretty, like light pink, slightly peachy blush. And I think it would go good with a lot of skin tones. And these last so well on my skin, and yeah, I really like these. I would recommend Tarte blushes. Later in the year, I got this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush, and the shade I have is in Mood Exposure. These are so pretty, creamy, and easy to apply. And the shade looks like this. It's very like natural, almost looks kind of plummy on the cheeks. I'm actually wearing it today. Here's a swatch of it. So I really like that. So for my cream blushes, it's odd because I totally lost it, and I had it a couple days ago and used it. It's the Balm Stainiac, and it comes in a doe foot applicator, and it's kind of like a gel texture. I do have a video, I did mention it in one of my favorites video, so I will link that below. It's just in case you want to see how it applies, but it gives this like natural flush to my cheeks, and it doesn't really feel like I have anything on, so I really like that. And for my favorite cream blush at the drugstore, it's this Revlon cream blush, and the shade I have is in Rosy Glow, and it's very pretty. You can tell it's been loved, and it gives this natural pretty glow to the cheeks without looking too like it's too much, and looks very natural. Here's a swatch of it for you. And it doesn't even seem like it's like hard to apply or anything. It blends out really well. So here's a swatch of it on my hand. Yes, so those would be my favorite cream blushes. So for my favorite drugstore highlighter, it would be the Happy Booster, Physicians Formula Happy Booster in Translucent. And it has all these colors swirled in there, and it gives this white, pinkish kind of a highlight. Here's a swatch of it on my finger. It looks more pink, but when you shear it out, it is very beautiful. Let me see. Here's a swatch of it for you right there. It's very natural glow to the skin, so I really like that. For my favorite high-end highlighter, it would be the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. And it's right here. I actually don't have a full size of it because I got this little one in a kit, but Amazon is having a sale for like $18 right now, so I am gonna order that. But it's this golden highlighter, very pretty, and this is not subtle by any means. And sometimes I do really love a bam of a highlight, you know, so this is perfect for that, and I really like that. For my favorite eyeshadows, I would have to go with the Bare Minerals Ready eyeshadows, and a lot of these little 8-pan palettes are limited edition, but I still have to show it. I do have a couple duos, but I don't have them with me right now. I left them in my parents' house, unfortunately, when I went. I have this one right here, and all the colors are so pretty. All the eyeshadows I tried by Bare Minerals are so creamy and so well to blend, and they're so beautiful. And I don't think they get enough credit for it, but I absolutely love them, and they have better ingredients in there, so I think it's worth the money. Let me swatch a couple of my favorite colors in here. So here's like a golden color, and next to it is the copper color, and swatch it on my hand. Do you see how buttery and pigmented that is? It's so pretty. If you haven't tried Bare Minerals eyeshadows, I highly recommend you do. As much as I love the Laquer Pro palette, the reason I didn't pick it as my favorite is because I try to stay a little towards the natural end, and I was so disappointed that I bought the Laquer Pro palette. It's a high-end palette, and that it had parabens in there, so I didn't really want to include it as my favorites because it makes me not want to use it as much. Yeah. So for my favorite single shadows, it would have to be the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I've bought a few this year, and I know I only have 4, but I want to order some more. I wanted to try them out, but these two on the bottom are just the regular eyeshadows in their line, and these two are the foil ones. I have this in Shimma Shimma and Homecoming, and I barely touched it, and it's so pigmented and so nice. Here's a swatch of it on my hand. They're so good in quality, and I believe these foil eyeshadows are pretty recent, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. And I have this one in Flamethrower, and this one in the Spotlight. Let me swatch them for you too. So there it is in the pans, and here they are on my finger. Can we say wow? Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And here it is on the swatch. Very pigmented, very creamy. Yes, I am in love. So my favorite cream eyeshadows would have to be the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoos. And recently I got the leather one, and this shade is in creamy beige, and it makes a great base. My sister brought hers to Korea when we went together, and I absolutely loved it, so I had to pick it up. And it's so creamy, and it's this like brownish color, brownish beige color, and has just a little bit of a glow. So here it is right here. It is very pretty color, and I absolutely love that. And from their regular line, I really love the bronze, Bad to the Bronze, I believe. Yes, Bad to the Bronze. You can tell I love this because look at that big dent. And here's a swatch of it on my finger. I got this like chunk on the top, but yeah, I can use this as a one shadow all over look, and it looks awesome, so I really like that. I have 2 of my favorite eyeliners right here, and from the drugstore I really love these Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner. And I don't know if it's actually lash boosting. I don't really notice anything, but it's actually really easy to apply. It's a brush tip pen, and I have it in dark brown right now. I have this for my natural look, and the black one is for when I want a darker look, but I do really like the brown. I am out of it, so I can't really swatch it for you. Here it is. I couldn't swatch it as a line because I actually am out of this and put it in my empty stash, so yeah. And this I actually just used up as well, and it's the Kat Von D tattoo liner. You can tell it's like I had it for a while because the packaging's all worn off, but it's also a pen. I actually really like this. I think it lasts a little bit longer than the Physicians Formula. That's why I still love this eyeliner. So if you haven't tried it, I think it's a great eyeliner to try out. And you know, the pen application just makes it so easy just to make a really thin line or a winged liner or whatever. It just makes it so easy. So I really prefer the brush form instead of the felt tip. So yeah. My mascara favorite of the year is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and I actually ran out of that, so I'll put a picture of it right here, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what it looks like. But yeah, I absolutely love that mascara. It just pulls everything up and just grabs all my lashes, and it looks great all day. So I love that one. My favorite high-end lipstick is probably no surprise for those of you that's actually been watching my videos, and it's the Bite Beauty lipsticks, Luminous Creme lipsticks, I believe. And the color I have with me is in Simpson, and it's this like orangey kind of coral color. It's very pretty, and yeah, I absolutely love this. And I do have it in a whole bunch of shades that most of them I really love. So this is one. I actually have to give an honorable mention. I got this in December, so it was not too long ago, but it's the NARS Audacious lipsticks, and I have it on right now, and the color I have is in Lana. I think it looks a little bit more red on camera than it is in person. It's a little more orangey in person. Such a pretty color, and the formula is so moist and easy to apply, and it just looks so nice. So I just wanted to mention that one, even though I've only had it for a month. My favorite lip butter like things are the Revlon lip butters. I do have a lot, but one of my favorite shades is in Sugar Plum. I did have this in my fall favorite lipstick video, and here's a quick swatch of it. Summer, I also really like Tutti Frutti. It's very orangey color, so basically it's a bright orange. And here is a quick swatch of that next to Sugar Plum. These go on really smooth, and my lips look so shiny when I apply them, so I really like them. It doesn't last as long as lipsticks, but yeah, they're just easy thing to apply on the go. So I like to always have one of these in my purse. My favorite lip crayon or lip pencil, high end, is this the Tarte Lip Surgeons. They're just so smooth and easy to apply. Easy to apply. This one I have is very nude looking. It's like a peachy color right here, and it has a slightly minty smell. I like it. So, and from the drugstore, I love these Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Sticks, and I have 3 shades with me. This is more for the summer, and it's in Fresh Papaya. Here's a swatch of it. It's the one at the end right here. This one has been in my purse, but it's soft raspberry, and it's also really pretty. Here you go. Let me just show you all of them. I know it's kind of a messy swatch, but this is Rich Raisin, that's soft raspberry, and that is Fresh Papaya. So they actually are very moisturizing on the lips, and it feels really nice when I'm wearing them, and they're very pigmented. So yeah, I really like them, and they smell like, you know, the Trident gums. That's like the fruity one, maybe the orange packaging. That's what they smell like. Oops, I got some on my nose. But yeah, my favorite tinted lip balm would have to be this Dior Lip Glow, and it's actually one of those ones that actually change with like the heat of your lips or something, and it's really moisturizing, and it goes with everything. So I absolutely love that. Even if I swatched it up for you, you won't really be able to see, but there is a video of me wearing it somewhere. But I actually really like this. If I can find the video, I'll link it below. Last but not least, I would have to mention some of my favorite makeup tools. And first is the Shu Uemura eyelash curler, and it works so well. And I know it's harder to find, but you can also order it online, because they used to sell it at Sephora, but they no longer do. But it's actually works so well in curling my lashes. It made such a difference on my lashes for sure. I actually before this didn't realize how much curlers could make a difference, so I wanted to mention that. My second is the Beauty Blender. Love this thing. It makes your foundation, since I have dry skin, it actually makes my foundation just look like skin and look like just go into my skin a lot better and look natural. So I really love the Beauty Blender. If you have dry skin, I think you should totally try out the Beauty Blender. That's kind of a tongue twister there. My third favorite is the tweezer bin. You gotta tweeze those brows, right? So I got this travel size. I think it was like $12.99 at Target, but it works just as well as the full size. So it grabs all my hairs, and I actually really like this. And lastly, I have the Z palettes. I mean, for traveling, they are so wonderful, and you know, it saves space to kind of like depot. You can tell in this one, I just have like a whole bunch of depots. Like this one is from Lancome, and that's from Clinique, and you know. So yeah, the Z palettes are so useful, and I love taking this one for traveling. Just put some of my favorite shadows in there, and yeah. So thank you for watching my 2014 favorites. I hope it wasn't too long, but yeah, here's my makeup favorites, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe for weekly videos. Have a great day, and happy 2015. Bye! Today I'm going to be reviewing for you a new thing that I saw out in the drugstore, and it's the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Lacquers. So I am wearing one shade today,